Hello. Let me just make a bit of space and you know, not all of that. Surely there's enough space. What direction do you want? You want down? Feel like that's wasted space there, mate. Anyhow, welcome to another video. What I thought I would work on now is maybe there's an issue that there are some rooms that just don't exist. So like we have three, and we have five, but four doesn't exist, and there's like a few others that don't as well. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make them exist. Yeah, and see kind of what sort of effort that is. In room.c, this is kind of like the main file that we're doing. And indeed, it even has a main. It doesn't have a header to main, but it has a main. And so in this, so it gave an error. So if I wanted to say patch 4 and say maybe tiles can be empty.txt, it says room 4 is invalid. So maybe we'll search for that. Invalid. That. Cool. Yeah. So which one was it? Was it is invalid or is it's just invalid? So it's kind of at this point. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. When we display, I guess there's no room, so yeah, there's no room. But if we are here, I wonder whether we could perhaps even just get away with that, and then it just works. Because I guess the room will start off like in a zero initialized state. So if we look at room.h, we can see what the thing that we're kind of looking at is. So what we're looking at is we have a file and that has a bunch of rooms and we're checking for the valid. So I think the valid is on the room object structure. And so in there's a decompressed room which has some data and whatnot. But I think I wonder if this will cope with just overriding it. It doesn't really exist more in there. So that's the only place there. And so I want to like kind of search for dot valid. So in here we have that. So I think in right room, yeah. So this checks for that. So I think if the room isn't valid, we don't want to do anything. It's already compressed, and what it will do is it'll just kind of write at the whatever address we're at. So I think, in theory, we can add a room, but there is this max room size, and I think I want to put in a comment here. There is also a max room size, max size of room. Yeah, I think room sizes are fine as well. You know, and yeah, switches to midnight, and that's right. The it I believe is the compression, but I will just leave it with it, and I can future Hugh can work out what it means there. So here we check if it's valid. So that's probably wise. Perhaps I want to do a search for not just that, but we can do something like that, and that will get us a bunch of things. So this is where we're reading the file. That's cool. That's when we're looking for a tile. That's when we're looking for a sprite. This is when we're listing the rooms. When do we list rooms? I forgot we had this command. You got out list. List rooms, just rooms. Cool. Rooms. I think this was like one of the first ones I did just to kind of see that I am getting the right field for the name. I mean, you can kind of see it, but like when you put it in the structure and the code, it might be offset, might not align, and all that nonsense. Anyhow, so this is when we list, this is display. So I think all these cases, it is appropriate to say that it's invalid. But when we are patching, I think this should just make the room valid. I think. And perhaps we could even do it behind a chair. Well, I think it's actually more optimal to not behind a chair and just always set it to false. So it's kind of interesting because like it will loop each time. So patches.length, which is minimal to be honest. In fact, yeah, it's not even looping over the rooms, it's looping over the patches. So I think this is perfectly fine. We basically set it to be true. It has now become true, and I think that could be actually just enough to make a room. So let's do one of those patches. So we can't display for, but we could patch for with an empty tile set. Cool, this kind of works. I might just remind myself where Spidey starts and just make this 0, and so Spidey will be over there, and then we have to do this in here. So I'll patch 1 and room south can be at 4. I don't want to overwrite the tiles, so they'll basically mean I'll just fall down into this new room, which is empty. Maybe I'll do it, be that test one. So I'll fall down into one of these jails. This one here, likely. Cool. Doesn't have any switches or anything, but that's kind of fine. It also doesn't have a room name. I think that's also fine. I'm interested whether I'll get any points also, because if I can get points, that will change the world record. So yeah, I got points. It still says midnight, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I guess you have to overwrite the bytes that are there, but that makes me wonder what happens if this name is shorter. Because like if we go down, we're on 4 and we have no name, but we do have a tile set. And how do we get back to there? We do that. We can do this. The gravity is whack, but that is because the 0 default is like in the middle of thing. I need to kind of work out the gravity because potentially I could have done faster. But yeah, so this is doing that. I suppose this is 0 gravity. It's like you're floating. Oh, I'm stuck now. Save me. Cool, I got saved. There should be a gap somewhere. Oh, I guess what's above me? Oh no, what's above me is room 0, so this will be the like tile set of all the C2s, so I can't get back into that room, but down here, I literally am in a jail, but it's a very tempting jail to break out of, but not possible. Well, potentially possible. If I didn't push a key there, that might have let me get down. Just need to get your bum to glitch through. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting. So I got points. That is interesting to know. Might just pull this out, double check. It's all good. So I got points. Didn't overwrite the name, but I mean I can kind of set the name, and let's set the name. So let me clear things up. So we can set the name to, I don't know, let's just put a single A, and I want to see if it's Agent Knight or something like that. It might be, but so we fall down into just A. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that if it's just empty, then yeah, cool. So you can make some extra things. So what I'm thinking, that was actually heaps quicker than I thought it would be. I should probably find the place where we do this equal true. That is here, so I think just get rid of that. It's just become valid when you do this. It's up to you using this patching tool to patch it into existence. But I mean, you can patch a full tile set, which gets a very decent running start. And the 0 default, I don't know, you're just in space. Yeah. But yeah. So, what do I want to do? I perhaps actually want to maybe make a newer high score. So, if the thing does not exist, what I want to do is not even bother about that, and we will just assume it exists. And that might just be enough to do the thing. So the first patch will just bring it into existence. So we can get an original, and if we do a high score and then play it afterwards, the side editor will probably crash because it doesn't really like reading and writing the file like super quick. I mean, that's kind of fair. The idea is you're writing in the editor, but if you use the patch tool, then this. But yeah, this should get an insanely massive high score. Or is it just the same? No, I think it's just the same, right? Or I don't know. What did I have on my... Oh, I also didn't change that thing, but so... do that and then do that. So I will also need to change it to fire. Does this have my previous high score? No, it doesn't. I think that is heaps more. 14404. Cool. So that's that. I wonder if that is actually kind of saving it to thing. Right. Let's get this high score. Can we get a higher score? I think this is potentially the highest score in the world, and it's potentially a sign of what to come in what this editor can do. Yeah, but yeah, this hey, look at that. I still haven't done that, so this high score, I probably should do the off, on, switches, this one. So I need to do this to make sure that Mysterio is on fire, and then high score can be this, and perhaps just at the end we can do that. And I believe that's all we really need to do. And yeah, then we just go hit play and get the world record real quick. You see his feet and like he just kind of it kind of looks like it's glitching out, but then he like pops and I love it. Oh, that is a high score, 14,000. Nice. Yeah, so it doesn't really seem to save, which is kind of sad. Is this because I am in play? I think this is. Yeah, so we like open that. I wonder if we need to potentially just open it like that, and then it would save all the high scores and whatnot. But not sure what that is. Anyhow, cool. I guess that is all there really is. But yeah, that is a bit of my version. Showing off this thing. So yeah, we should go 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nice. In fact, what am I doing? I can just do this. Boom. Boom. And we went too far. But yeah, cool. So you can actually have 63 levels in the game. Cool. Now I just need to think of what I might put in them, and I kind of want to work out the rest of the switches. But yeah, thanks for watching. But yeah, for now, see.